If you know anyone suffering with suicidal thoughts, please get them help. Call 1-800-273-8255. Thank you. Hey, Realness Crew, it's RCrealness back at it again with another YouTube video. A video covering depression, anxiety, and stress. I'm going to be giving you my not my take on it, but my personal experience with it. And we're gonna get real serious today, and we're gonna cover some areas that may be touchy-feely for some people, but we're gonna be strong, we're gonna make it through, and we're gonna just be positive all the way. So, as you may know, you guys, I am a junior in college. I am in my second semester at Georgia State University. Go Panthers. And I have been dealing with anxiety, stress, suicidal thoughts, depression, and just all that jazz. And it's just been a hassle for the first year I lived on campus. It has been a hassle. Whether it's, when I first got here, whether I was just by myself in my dorm, had basically no new people to associate with, and even like when it was like I was just like sitting here stressing about class and not seeing that I'm worth being here, that I earned and deserve to be here. It's just, I have been dealing with this for a while. It's been in the back of my head. So let me just, for this like type of video, I'm gonna try to stick to like a list of, rather than just elaborating, just talking. So let's first start off with, I put on a facade that like everything's perfectly fine around me, that everything's right, but I am like constantly depressed, whether it's something as, just like not wanting to get up in the morning. I don't feel like making YouTube videos. That's why sometimes I don't even post on Mondays and I just skip a day because I just don't feel like editing or doing anything. I don't feel like studying. I don't feel motivated. I don't feel driven at times. And it's just, it happens to us all. And one thing that I am grateful for is that I met so much new people, and I have my original peeps too, Jai and Canal, and they're just there on call. Like if it wasn't for Jai and Canal, and then Shari, and then Sadie, all these new people, I don't know where I would be in my mindset towards like depression wise. I just feel trapped and whatnot, like I won't be able to go anywhere. But like, it really got to me that with depression, it really got to me that if I don't take an initiative to try to change something that I don't like, or try to change something that is just like making me feel a certain type of way, then I learned that it's just going to get worse and worse. So now, leading from depression to, I tend to have a bad case when it comes to anxiety. I get panic attacks frequently, and trying to put on a facade that I can handle everything, that everything's like picture perfect and whatnot, and just burning myself out on a constant basis. Like, anxiety is a real one. Like, anxiety attacks, people, they are real. Oh my goodness. My heart was palpitating. I could hear my heart. It was just beating rapidly, and I'm just sitting here stressing, like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. It's just, anxiety, stress, and depression, they're like a trifecta. Like it's like anxiety, stress, and depression. It's just like, they're like a perfect triangle. Like, without one, you can't have the other. So it's like, now, like, going on to the next segment, like, I I stress so much when it comes to my family, my mother, my sister, my grandmother. When it came to what stress, let me give you some examples. So, in the past, my great grandmother passed away last year of June, July, and my grandma was always constantly taking care of her and then just covering for her, doing everything for her, and just basically being like a mother to her being a mother to her mother, taking care of her mother. And so when she passed away and then my grandma didn't have no like, purpose or something, I was stressing about my grandmother because I didn't want her to like spiral down through depression and just stress about it and just to constantly have it on the back of her head. But she slowly grieved and she got better and she basically was able to, get her emotional and then her social life together and then just try and find other things to help her. And then when it came to my mom, stressing out, like ever since I was like started going to high school, my mom would, task me with helping her pay bills or task me with helping her making sure that things didn't get cut off or things got paid on time. And like, it really stressed me out because I always wanted to make sure I made my mother proud of everything. And I always try to make sure that everything was paid on time, that everything was always like on spot, whatever. And I just kept stressing and stressing and stressing, like my chest. Like I knew that at a point where the light may not get paid, like I know as a kid, people normally don't tell their kids that type of stuff, but as a kid, as a teenager, it was just stressful knowing I'm going to school and going to school with all these wonderful people, and then at home, I'm sitting here struggling, and my family's, we were never homeless. Thank God for that. Praise God. We were never, our lights may have gotten cut off because we forgot to pay for it, but we had the finances to cover it. But it was extremely stressful because I wanted to make sure that everything was all right. Whether it was a phone bill, the rent, all that stuff. It was just stressful. And then even when I moved to college, I still think about that on a constant basis. I still think about, is my mom going to be alright? Is my mom going to have a heart attack from the stress? Is she, knock on wood, I don't want to put that in nobody's life, but it's just a lot to handle. And it's very, very stressful. It's very, very emotional thinking about it now. But through all that, with my experience with stress, anxiety, depression, and even like at some points where my anxiety and depression got to a point where I was even thinking about committing suicide, it was like something that was in the back of my head, like a little voice was telling me that, like, I kid you not, this was like early January, like 2019. It was just like, everything was going fine for me the semester wise, and everything was right with my family, nothing was wrong with them. But it was just like in the back of my head, I'm just sitting here sleeping, and then there's a voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to, go put some pants on, put this shirt on, and then put your shoes on, very comfortable shoes, and then just go downstairs and just out from my building and just walk in the middle of the street. Like, I don't know where that came from, but it was just, oh my goodness, it was scary. It was scary just thinking that it was in my conscience to be selfish enough to just take my life from everybody in my family and my mother, my sister, my grandmother. Just thinking about it, it's overwhelming. Just thinking about the negative, that just negativity. And so then I was just like, you know what? I need to get down and pray. I need to, ask God for some guidance. And I even called my mother. My mother, she was just like, wow, that's crazy. You need to call your grandmother. Then after that, I called my grandmother. And then she talked to me. She told me that it's going to be okay. And that if you feel like you need somebody to talk to, always reach out and then look for somebody to talk to. If you have these feelings in the back of your head, if you have if you have like this pressure in your chest, like you have just this overwhelming thoughts of just suicide, depression, anxiety, it's okay to go get help. I know some people, they don't believe in psychology. They don't see a psychiatrist or a counselor. They don't believe in telling people their problems because it makes them seem weak. But one thing I would advise people to do is look to your left, look to your right, and just get help. If you need the help, if you know something's not right with you, if you know that if you as a parent know that your child is like, it's like something in the back of your head is not clicking right, and then that something doesn't seem right, ask them, are they okay? Ask them, is everything alright? And if they brush it off and then tell you everything's alright, still keep a close eye on them. Just talk to them. Like, don't judge. Just don't judge. Like, don't judge. But just sit down and just talk to them. And just pray with them. And then and if you don't believe in praying, just meditate and just like talk to your loved ones and just remember all the good times in life, all the positive energy, all the good people, the good vibes, all the good things you've done so far in your life. And just remember every single thing. And just remember that if you were to take your life, it's not only you taking your life from, like, you just leaving this world. You're taking your life from everybody you inspired, you got in touch with, you met in your life. So, this video is a lot for me to put. I don't know if I might make this my last video of my wellness series. But, yeah. Just look for help. Don't stay closed-minded. Don't just feel trapped. Just look for help. If you think that you can't find nobody, there's people out there to help you. Just look for help.